Tonight's speech is about the discussion Okwuchi had with a young person during a careers interview, the suicidal thoughts expressed by this person, and the speech talks about how to divide the factors and how prevention, I've messed up your whole introduction. Let me do it again, baby. Our next speaker is Okwuchi Wodu. Her speech is about the discussion she had with a young person during a careers interview, the suicidal thoughts expressed by this person, and the speech talks about factors and how prevention will work. Please welcome Okwuchi.
Look at me. Look at me. What do you see? Can you tell, miss? Can you tell how I'm feeling? You can't tell, can you? You can't tell unless I tell you. Miss, sometimes I feel so low, I want to end my life. And then sometimes I'm okay. But lately, I keep thinking of ending my life. These are the words of a 15-year-old during a careers interview. Now, normally, a careers interview is about their future, what they're going to be doing. Are they going to go to university, college, sixth form, apprenticeship? But this was different. A young person came to me, opened up about her feelings, and all I knew is that she's not leaving this room till I sort her out. Look at me. I looked at her and I couldn't see anything. I just saw a motivated young person coming to talk about her future. But on her option list, which shouldn't be, was suicide. Should suicide be on her list as a young person? Absolutely not. So how could I have tell? I didn't know how to tell. The same thing happened. Kensal Green Station, on a November morning, I was going to work. I used to work part-time as a teenager in Sainsbury's, just Cromwell Road actually. And I decided to stand on the stairs to wait for the train to come because it was too cold. I mean, the type of cold I can explain, I don't know if anyone knows when your fingers hurt and your feet hurt. And on my right-hand side was this man with a white t-shirt and white shorts. And I thought, goodness, the only reason I looked at him is because of what he was wearing. And I thought, wow, maybe he's done some sort of sports exercise, so he's really hot. Anyway, I came down from the stairs because the train was coming. I kept looking at this man because of what he was wearing. And then suddenly, this man disappeared. And I thought, where the hell is he gone? I heard screaming on the platform. And I realized this man literally jumped in front of the train. How could I tell something was wrong? But when I reflect now, I realize maybe he was wearing this outfit so people can come and talk to him and say, why are you wearing this? It's so cold. And maybe that could have distracted him from what he planned to do. I will never know. But he lived. He just wouldn't be able to walk for the rest of his life. So I looked at these two people. I looked at them. And I couldn't tell. So what can you do? What are the factors that can lead to someone to end their life in that way? Some of the factors are mental health, bipolar, depression, bullying. These are some of the factors. Bullying, recently in the newspaper, I don't know if anybody heard, the 9-year-old boy that ended his life in suicide due to bullying because of his sexuality. So what does that tell you about suicide, everyone? Suicide affects so many people. The young, and it's getting younger. You hear about celebrities, young people. So suicide doesn't discriminate really, it takes anyone, whatever social status they have in the world. So these are the factors that affect people that have suicide. But what is being done? What preventive methods are there to help you? So let's look. We've got the Samaritans. Anybody heard of the Samaritans before? Yeah. They do wonderful work. They volunteer and they're always on standby to help people. And they also do statistics. And one of the finding figures that I found out is that in 2016, 6,993 people died by suicide. And this is in the UK and the Republic of Ireland. And in the UK alone, out of that figure, 6,188 were registered suicide. Wow. So people feel this is the end for them. This is the way they can end their life. So what can be done? What can we do to help? So we have the Samaritans. We have the Mayor of London. The Mayor of London is investing money in support services, because once upon a time there were a lot of cuts in support services, and he's investing money because the Barnardo's Children's Charity, has anybody heard of Barnardo's before? They have called London, the capital, a mental health crisis, because young people are looking to suicide as a way to escape. They're having suicidal thoughts, mental health issues are rising, so he decided that he's going to inject money in support services to raise awareness, and that is fantastic. There are other organisations. We've got ones called CALM, The Mix. We've got NSPCC, Children's Charity as well. So there's a lot of them out there. But what else can we do as humans? What can we do to support people like that young person that came to see me, like that man in Kensal Green Station? What can we do? One of the things we can do is human kindness. So what is human kindness? For example, human kindness is what an 18-year-old called Paige Hunter, I don't know if anybody's read about her. She's 18, she lives in Sunderland. What she does is write uplifting messages on post-it notes. And she takes these messages and sticks them on a bridge called Weymouth Bridge in Sunderland. And this bridge is known for people jumping off who want to end their life by suicide. Now, because of her actions, she has saved 6 lives. That is an example of human kindness. And we can all demonstrate that. So another ways we can demonstrate human kindness is don't judge these people with suicidal thoughts. Don't judge these people who are suffering from mental health issues. Another way we can demonstrate that is if we see someone on the road. So what I do now, when I see someone that looks strange, I know I shouldn't judge people, but I look at them and I think, is that person okay? I just go and ask for directions. So whatever's going on in their head, they can change their mind. They might be fine. I might be wrong. But I do go and talk to them and say, do you know where this place is? Even though I know where it is, just to change their thoughts. So these are human kindness. Get to know support services in your local area. You might be thinking, I can't deal with that. But just by knowing, you can refer them. So that's the important thing. Wherever you live, find out what they do to support people in your local area. That's important. So we have this man dressed in white, and we have a young girl. All I can say is that if only they can think that their parting from the world may create peace for them, but all it does is leave a long history of confusion and misery for their friends and family. So if they can only just think, life is so important, life is so precious. You wake up in the morning, you can breathe, you can feel, and you can love. If only they can think that way. Thank you all for listening to me this evening, and I hope you have a good evening. Thank you.